Hello, and welcome to Gettin Reel here on Fullerton College Television. My name is William, and today we will be having our guest Emily talk a little bit about her life, and we'll ask her what she feels about today's entertainment industry. Welcome, Emily.
Hi, Will. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks for asking. Now tell me, Emily, how would you describe yourself?
Well, I would have to describe myself a Jersey girl born and raised.
Mhm.
Very outgoing, very loud, hungry. Fun person, I would say.
Well, all good things. Now tell me then, what interests you most in life?
What interests me most in life? I would have to say anything that makes you happy or makes you laugh. I think with this day and age, we're so busy and we're working, doing school, and there's so much going on that finding just a little bit of joy, a little bit of laughter in the day is something that's really important.
Definitely. It takes a little effort, but it can be worth it when
All
you
the
actually
way.
go out and do it, isn't it?
Completely.
So tell me then, if you could be a celebrity for one day, who would you be and why?
I would definitely be Ellen. I would trade places in a heartbeat. She is so fun and so outgoing. I love her show, and I feel like she just has a very fun life. Her show is always so fun and playful, and she gets to be generous and help people out and talk to celebrities and dance, and I feel like there could be nothing better.
It seems like whenever I turn on her show, I can't help but smile at something that's going on.
Absolutely. She's so fun.
Definitely. Well then, tell me, what are your inspirations, if you could just name a couple in your life?
Inspirations. Well, Ellen, obviously.
Of course.
She's fantastic. My parents, for sure, they're wonderful people. It's kind of a tough question. I'm going to stick with those two for now.
Okay.
The list goes on.
Of course, of course. There's always so many people
Of
that we
course.
don't even think about sometimes.
Yeah.
So, movies and TV, are there any movies or TV shows that have shaped the inspirations in your life?
Hmm. I feel that movies and TV, there's always so much that influence you every day, but I feel like growing up, any Disney movie would have to
Of course.
have influenced me. Lion King, Little Mermaid, those were big ones.
Definitely.
With Christmas coming up, the holiday classics like Rudolph, I would definitely say bring
Oh,
the
of
holiday
course.
spirit.
Everybody loves those.
Yeah, shape me who I am.
So then, let me ask you, do you feel there is any movie or TV show that best describes where you're at in life right now?
Oh, absolutely. Right now I've been binging on Friends on Netflix. And when I was younger growing up watching the show, it was funny and I enjoyed it. But now that I'm older and I'm watching it, there's so much more that I see and that I relate to. Work, relationships, friendships, everything is always so up and down. Everything's a shade of gray. There's no just black and white. And I feel like
Right.
watching the show now I can relate more, and I feel like the things that happen to them may not exactly happen to me, but often similar
Right.
situations.
It does seem interesting how there are certain TV shows and movies that we see in our youth, and then when we come back and revisit them later, we pick up on
Oh,
things that we
absolutely.
definitely wouldn't have seen before.
Yeah, Disney's huge for that one.
Definitely, definitely. The Lion King, I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
is one of the best ones to re-see as an adult. So tell me, what is the earliest form of media that you can remember?
Media is such a broad term these days. I would definitely say the newspaper would probably be the first one. I didn't read it when I was a child or that
Mhm.
little, but I definitely flipped through the pictures with my parents. And then
Right.
TV, movie theaters, I guess the computer at a very young age, but
Right.
not too much media-wise.
So you do find yourself attracted to visual media,
Oh,
it
absolutely.
seems.
Absolutely, 100%. Visual learner.
Right, right. So how would you describe your relationship with technology now in media?
Uh, hmm. My relationship with technology, what a term. All of my media, my news media at least, comes generally from my phone. I have all the fun news apps and things of that nature, so that's really good. I don't fully read all the articles, but it's nice to have the little updates.
Well, thank you so much for this information. We'll be right back after a commercial here on Gettin Reel with Fullerton College Television. Again, my name is William. This is our guest, Emily. You're watching Gettin Reel. And welcome back to Gettin Reel on Fullerton College Television. We're back with our guest, Emily, as we talk to her about her life and how the media shapes it. Welcome back, Emily.
Thank
So
you.
tell me, if you could create a movie or TV show yourself, what do you think it would be?
Well, I'm obsessed with The Bachelor.
Mm,
So it would definitely be a dating competition game. But I do have a flair for the dramatic, so Jersey Shore meets The Bachelor
right.
with a fun twist. Something original, though.
Is it weird that somebody like me actually enjoys watching The Bachelor sometimes?
Absolutely not. I think The Bachelor is for everyone. Competition. Everyone likes a little bit of competition.
Right.
Everybody likes attractive people.
Of course.
So I feel like The Bachelor is for everyone.
Right. Okay, so then on the topic of television, if I was to look at your Netflix recently watched list, what do you think I would find there?
Well, you definitely find Friends. I just finished watching Stranger Things season 2, which was really good. And then with the holiday season, I always tend to go back to my Disney movies. I have a few stand-up comedians on there.
Any particular you could recommend?
Chelsea Handler, for sure.
Leslie Handler. I'll have to put that on my list. I don't think I've seen her yet.
She's wonderful, delightful, inspiring, I would say.
Well, that's good to hear. So then, on the topic of streaming services like Netflix and such, would you say, from your perspective, do you think they have harmed or benefited or maybe not affected movie theaters, television stations?
Movie theaters. I definitely think that's going to be a tough one to know everything you can stream online. I have almost all the streaming platforms and I'm obsessed with them. So I would feel like it would hurt a little bit. But I just saw Bad Moms 2 at the theater.
Oh, did you?
It was really good, but I went and going was an actual treat. Like it was exciting to go to the movies and get my popcorn.
There's still something special about the movie theater
it has a good feel.
experience, I
Yeah.
feel. Maybe not as often, but maybe there will still be chances when we just want to go out and enjoy something in a special place like that.
Absolutely. I feel like the holidays, even in particular, there's something about going to the movies during the holidays because they have the big Christmas specials or the big blockbusters come out.
Of course. So then, when you're watching a movie or a television show, is there a particular part of the production, what you're seeing or hearing on the screen, that stands out to you the most, so that you pay the most attention to?
I feel recently, since I've been watching Stranger Things, I'm such a scaredy cat. And I'm always fearful for what's coming next or what's in the background or with ominous music, what's going to happen. So I feel like I pay attention to what's going on in the backgrounds the most. When I watch a movie or TV show, I get so swept up in it. So I just get lost.
So you seem to have an eye for detail.
Absolutely. I'm paying attention to whatever's going on.
Well, that would make sense. You seem to have been steeped in visual media for a very long time.
Thank you.
So then, let me ask you this. If you were to give an Academy Award to someone, not for an acting role, so anything but acting, who would you give it to?
I would absolutely give it to Roger Deakins.
Really?
Yes.
Well, his work in the recent Blade Runner was terrific, and it is kind of surprising that somebody like him doesn't have an Oscar yet. So I have to admire that pick. Definitely somebody who deserves it. So let me ask you then, what movie would you say that you quote the most, or that has been the biggest effect on how you speak in your life?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls, of course, of course.
Absolutely. Mean Girls is a big one. I feel that it's trending. Everyone knows. Even my parents know.
Right.
So.
It's kind of funny because it was the kind of movie that when I was younger, I wouldn't have expected to enjoy. But I loved it just as much as everyone else did.
A classic, I would
say.
say.
It seems like everybody loves Mean Girls. I feel like you can't find somebody who doesn't enjoy it. And like you said, it's so quotable.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Is there a certain character in there in particular who you would say you quote the most?
Oh, that's tough. Damien.
Oh, really?
It'd probably be Damien, I would have to say.
What do you use the most in day-to-day life from there?
Probably a Nun for Gretchen Wieners, or maybe on Wednesday we wear pink.
Oh, always a classic. Well, listen, it was great to have you on Gettin Reel this Monday. I just wanted to thank you again for coming on.
Thank you
Any
for
last
having
remarks
me.
for our guests?
Keep watching.
Oh, that's good to hear. You've been watching Gettin Reel here on Fullerton College Television. This is William. Thank you.